Hitting that play button. Ooh, looks just like Genesis. Yo. Banjo Kazooie. Sensei, a place to be chill, trying to be back with some more Fat React. YouTube, Sensei, a place to be chill, trying to be back with some more Fat React. So, welcome back to Level Up. We got more. The combat cast today. Combat cast from home when they talk about range. So, every time a new character comes out, I always try to watch the combat cast, and usually with my schedule, I can never watch it live. I always be catching it either at the tail end or I had to go back and watch it. So I figured since we're doing stuff like this to Level Up, I might as well just go back and watch it. Now, since I got the webcam that we can do it as we try this new way of reaction. So let's check out the combat cast and get the whole range breakdown, shall we? All right, hitting that play button. I'm in control of this whole thing. I don't know why I'm waiting. There you go. Oh, is that an outro? Oh, snap. Look at the new rainbow opening. I like that. Oh.
The Combat Cast starts now.
Combat Cast. So we go probably get the trailer first? Oh. It's gross.
Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
We get another trailer too? We get the other trailer too. Let me know, let me know.
Welcome to the Combat Cast.
Sammy
It's been a
Foley.
while, but we are
Tyler
glad to be
Asdale.
back to talk about Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate and the 3 new characters coming with that. Today we're going to specifically talk about one character in particular because here's some news. We're going to have 3 combat casts around Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. So to get started, let's introduce the crew.
Hello.
I am Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community
Stephanie
managers here at
Brownback.
NetherRealm. Sorry.
Stephanie Brownback, Senior QA Analyst.
Derek Kurtzik, firm believer that pineapple does not belong on pizza. Oh, hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
Air horse.
Got you that.
Been looking forward to that. Welcome back, everyone. It's great to be back doing a stream. It's been a while, so glad to be back. Excited to be talking about Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Before we get started, today's stream is going to be based on, we're going to talk about rain today.
Nick.
And then we're going to have 2 more after this coming up in the following weeks, and we'll explain those later. So let's first talk about what we're excited about. For me, with Ultimate, is the inclusion of Rambo. I grew up watching all of those movies of that genre, and just having that
First
character
Blood.
in the cast is super exciting to me, especially because from what I've seen and everything, he plays a lot like a character that I'd like him to. So that's exciting.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of people that are like, oh, all he's gonna do is shoot guns. No, you need to pay more attention to those movies. He has a knife, a bow, all kind of traps and stuff. It's
I
really
figure
cool.
you have all that stuff.
But
Very
I'm
hand to
excited
hand.
for.
Tracker,
Oh
I figure you
yeah,
have all
he's
that.
nasty up close.
I
I
don't know
am
why I was all
excited
worried.
for Rain. I always love when our artists and designers get a chance to like reimagine a character that's not in a bunch of games. Like Rain is only been in a couple, so it's really cool to see, new ways to explore his powers and his look and all the aesthetics and all that. It's neat. It's almost like you get to put in a new character in a way. Very different than like Liu Kang or Jax or something.
Derek.
Mine would have to be the Queen Melina is coming back. Cannot wait. We're going to be running online. Melina's going to be owning online, people. Melina, rise up. Let's go.
And we will be getting to Melina in a future stream, but today, of course, is based on Rain. And I know you all want to see and hear more about how Rain plays in this game, and it's going to be pretty exciting because we have some really awesome videos to show you, and Stephanie will be going through the ins and outs of how to play as Rain for the most part. But before we get started on that, Derek, we're adding something to Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate that is something we've not done before, and something that's going to help out some players who may be just joining the fight. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so we've added a new online onboarding system. So for players that are new to Mortal Kombat 11 and new to the online experience, it kind of explains some of the Combat League aspects and the matchups and things like that. Why you're being matched up with the opponents that you are, explains what combat points are for first-time players. So everybody that downloads the new and latest patch will have to go through the online onboarding. You'll compete through 3 different matches against an AI. It's a simulated online experience against 3 Scorpion opponents because we wanted it to be as realistic as possible. And after each match that you win, you'll receive combat points. After completing all 3 of the tutorials or fights with Scorpion, you will receive combat points that can be used towards the current season.
That's funny.
And if there isn't a season active, they'll be cashed until the next season. So you'll start off with a little KP boost. And you'll also receive some time crystals for completing the online tutorial. You only have to do it one time, and it's more for just getting people a better understanding of what the online experience is.
Sure. Now, I know there's a lot of people who are going to say, like,
Scorpion,
I've played 2,000 games, I don't need this. And maybe you don't. But there will be a lot of an influx of new players playing Mortal Kombat, so you'll have some new opponents to fight against. And if you already know all this stuff, you get time crystals out of the deal. So it's win-win, really.
Win-win-win.
This air horn gonna be a
Good. Glad that's back. So also, I guess we want to get right to the meat of the show because everyone's really looking forward to seeing Rain. So let's revisit the Rain trailer we showed earlier.
I don't mind looking at that
right
again.
to talking about Rain, so let's show that.
Where are your minions, Cobra?
I need neither Reptile nor Ermac to kill you.
Without them, you are finished.
Fight!
Woo!
I am a god.
Hey, that might be like Rain is lightning.
Submit.
Water destructo disc.
Fatality. Rain wins.
I can't get over that. That is the best. I already know you got to unlock that. That's not coming with rain. You got to go to the character towers and unlock that. Kind of the thing with Shake's song. With like your soul is mine.
There it is. Awesome. Great job to Rigo, Stephanie. Who else helped with that, Stephanie, on the trailer?
And Matt.
And Matt. So great job on that. Real quick, a couple things about the trailer. Before we get there, this is a thank you to the community. Just recently, Mortal Kombat hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We got this, which will be hanging up at the office soon.
Oh,
right there.
I
So
want my play button
in there. So I want to thank all of our fans who subscribe to our content and watch all the trailers and talk about them. Obviously, couldn't have done this without you. So it's just really cool. We're able to put that up in the office, and so everybody in the studio can see it and be proud of what happened. So that's awesome. Now we're going to be talking about balance at a later date, probably the last stream, just to keep getting people amped up for it. But I do want to say, Stephanie, you said you saw something the community noticed you wanted to talk about.
Yes, like 5 minutes after that trailer went live, a few people, including Gur and Slayer, noticed something was up with the way Sindel got off the ground, and they're right, there is a change. One of the changes is if you delay your wake up, there used to be a short and a long delay. There's now just one universal delay. So, just bit me.
Still got bit.
So sorry. Now there is just one delay. You delay your wake up, and there's one timing, so you don't have to guess if the opponent's doing either just getting up normally, doing a short delay, a long delay. It's now just one delay, and it has that
only on the Kombat. Will people get bit by cats?
Combat Kitty.
Combat Kitty.
Cat.
So let's get right to what we're here to talk about, and that's Rain. So, Stephanie, just kind of give a brief overview on. For some people, might not know who Rain is, or
Rain
things like that.
He's an Edenian, and he is the son of Argus, who is an Edenian god. He's almost like the Raiden of that world, like a big wig in the pantheon. And being a demigod makes him very, very arrogant. He is very proud to have these god powers, and that's pretty much all he talks about is how powerful and how great he is. Like how his quips are telling you to bow before his godhood and stuff. It's very into it. One of the cool new things in this game is he has a guitar, which is an old Indian weapon. It's this short blade thing you put on your knuckles, and it can extend into 3 different blades. And
Okay.
that's new to the
Wonder what that
series.
was called.
Previously used a sword in Armageddon, and this is way more interesting in my opinion. And
what kind of play style are we looking at?
Swaggy, I would say. Flashy, really cool combos, more combo starters than most characters have with less restrictions. I think that's probably the coolest thing about him.
Awesome. So we're going to actually show some Rain videos, and you can kind of talk through them, and we'll show how Rain plays. So let's take a look at just Rain's general fight style.
So to start off, we'll talk about his guitar. He uses it in a bunch of his normals. His uppercut, his jumps, his wake-up attacks, and a bunch of his strings. You can see here this is his back two, just a really quick mid. You can hit confirm, and then this one's really good. It's forward two. It has really good range. It's got a couple of options, and this version has a crushing blow if it's a counter hit. And the main reason I wanted to show it is it's really gross to me. It feels really painful. This cut freaks me.
Okay, nice crushing blow for that.
He also uses his powers in his normal attack. You can see here is his 4-4, which is like a sweep kick where he knocks you down. And he has
his forward 3?
Surfs on a wave. And then he has this really cool back 1-4. And the neat thing is this, you can delay
Back
it and
one
then
four.
appear on the other side of them. So you can choose to switch sides or not.
Specials.
Now we're showing his throws, and this is notable because, like a few characters, he has 2 crushing blows, 1 on each throw, and they're done with the standard requirement. And this is one I wanted to show just because I think it's extremely nasty. He actually impales their own hand.
It's a nice throw.
Awesome. So that's just his general sort of movement and fight style, sort of the stuff he starts with. His punches and his kicks, pretty much.
His range is not the best. The guitar is really sharp and it's great for slashing, but it doesn't have the best range. It's pretty much his arm length. But his moves are pretty quick. He's got some decent mids, a pretty fast low. So I would say not the best range, but pretty good when he gets up close. And I think his special moves complement the fact that his normals aren't the farthest reaching. Because he has a lot of projectiles in.
And if he touches you once, you're basically going to Prince Schwagtown through Comboville. It's going to be great. It's awesome. What he can connect and do, yeah, it's awesome.
That's not how I would describe it, but that would be accurate, yes.
Yeah.
Let's take that segue and take a look at some of his default special moves.
So, first up is the Around the World kick. To me, this is the classic thing move. In this game, one of the new things is we show that he's actually kicking you through a portal and you're coming out the other end. So the move finally makes sense. That sort of makes sense. He also has this new water ball where he travels full screen and then captures you and does the Izuna drop. And it's kind of like when you use it to just punish or to end your combos. And it has a crushing blow if he goes full screen or if it's his armor breaker. So if you're in the middle of the combo and you think they're going to break away, you can use that to punish you. And then lastly here, he has this really cool projectile. I think this is one of the neat things about him. It's a very fast, good recovery, high attack, but he has 2 different recovery.
Okay, he did.
He can either let it hit, stick in them, then amplify, and then he gets a knockdown or damage. Or he can actually amplify it while it's traveling and it becomes a mid. So the idea would be you're throwing it, it's a high. If they're ducking it, he can actually amplify it right when it's over their head and it becomes a mid and it'll hit them. Or you can do it early and they have to duck the whole time because they know it's coming and stuff like that, and you can mix it up. And I think that's pretty cool. So you get less damage, but it becomes a mid.
That's awesome. A new way of using a projectile for him.
Yeah,
and he has unique ways to also advance across screen too, with the Argus plunge turning into the ball, and then as we'll see later as well, he has a good way to advance to get to where he wants to be.
Exactly. So it's like I was saying, the range on his weapon's not that great, but he has the special moves that go literally full screen and control the screen if he wants to take a risk and do that.
Right.
And he has one
Let's
more
keep going
move.
with that one.
And this is his Evaporate, where he literally turns into a pillar of water. And he then becomes invincible. Projectiles and even normal attack will just pass by him. So you're going to have to either hit him as he's recovering or hit him as he's coming out of it. It's pretty awesome and trolly.
I just broke a little bit.
Awesome. That water move was great. I loved it when I first saw it in the trailer. And
Yeah,
just
I miss it. That's how
Total just gets bodied, so that was fun.
Total, he's always getting bodied.
Always getting bodied. Up next, let's take a look at the first variation of that.
Variation.
So this variation is all about his quantum rifts into the water realm. And he gets this new move. It replaces the bubble. And it's like a big full screen, well not full screen, but like half screen slash. It's got good pushback on block when he amplifies it. And he can actually do it in the air. And what's cool is he can do it in the air too.
Like Arabian Nights.
You can go straight across,
rain a little
or
bit.
you can go down like a dive kick. And it's very, very quick. And he can amplify it.
Oh, damn.
Then he gains this portal. And once he has this on screen, it'll absorb projectiles. Which you can see right here. And the difference with Evaporate is he gets to move around.
I like
so
that.
Put the portal out, and then you can like go behind it.
Ooh, that was been a long day. I
front,
like
and
that.
it's going to absorb any projectile. And if he absorbs it too, it's crushing blow loaded. And the next time he gets the flash, he's going to get big damage.
So that's an interesting way of, we've had, projectile parries in the past, which this isn't. but it is another way of controlling how someone uses a projectile against you. Like you're playing against Sub-Zero, and all he wants to do is freeze you. You put that in front of you, you still have range of motion, and he's scared to throw anything at you.
Exactly. And then, as Derek said, he has all these special moves that have really good range, and then that complements it. He gets them to calm down and not do their zoning, and then he can kind of do a slash or, his guitar toss and stuff like that regulate all that full screen space.
Yeah. The range on the Quantum Slice is just absolutely ridiculous. It's like half screen, almost full screen. And then when you put the Rift up, you can try and dash back and forth with the Air Slice as well to try and get him closer. So he's just kind of set stuff up just so he can get in because he has that up-close game to take you to Combo Town.
Is that's a town, Combo Town?
Yeah,
back to Combo Town. So that's just a really good variation to control the other person's movements. A lot of players like to be in charge of how that person plays.
Yeah, good range, good mobility, and then he gets to regulate zoning.
Excellent.
And I also like how we've changed. I was gonna say I like how we've changed the roundhouse. Like he still has it, but we put a little extra flair on it because he has that. I'm a god. I can spin 3 times first and then kick you. It's awesome.
Oh, the spin is.
And so the roundhouse not off the ground like the Shane Song one is.
Waterworld, I think, is really neat.
Slow
And to be clear, that's not the Kevin Costner '90s Waterworld. Z.
Sure. I think we all are aware of that.
Okay, I just.
It's interesting because I remember
Maybe,
when I was a kid,
maybe it was.
I was like, does Rain shoot them? Does he shoot them all the way around the world? No, it's through portals.
Yeah,
that's
no, it was silly. It's a portal. Yeah, we're more realistic, grounded take on MK now.
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
be silly, Tyler. Let's take a look at the first part of Rain Variation 2.
Over.
So Variation 2 has this advancing palm strike, and what's neat is you can actually delay it. You can delay it just a second. You can delay it for a real long time.
So we delay fully, question blow.
Or you can cancel the delay, actually.
Got caught.
Or fake it out and then back down.
I saw you, bro.
Throw or whatever. And so, like, a simple way to use this is to use the evasiveness and dodge stuff, and then whip punish it, like knock them down, go into the palm. They're gonna whip their wake up attack, and then boom, you get them and break their ribs.
We've all played against people who really rely on wake ups, and that's a great way
to
start
online
making
player ever.
Like that. It's a really good way to make them think maybe you shouldn't do that this time. They still will, but they're not going to get hurt. So
yes. So when Derek won't stop reading up, at least you can break his rib cage.
Ball roll.
Let's take a look at the end of that one.
Then he has this splash move, and this actually leaves them standing, and Rain gets advantage. You can use it to end strings, but it also respans if they're in the air. So after a Joko combo, he can do it, and then that prevents them having any knockdown at all. So this variation basically really blows up wake ups.
Oh, cool. Good. Now we have a second part of Variation 2. Let's take a look at that.
And so this is his anti-air splash, where he squirts this water out, and this is
kind of like rain with the lightning.
Anti-airing. If you, with a jump, if you think a jump's coming, you can absolutely regulate the air. If the amplified, then you get the combo. So what's really cool is this doesn't conflict with your round the world kick, and that means he gets pretty swaggy combos because you get 2 different combo things. So there's a lot. If you want to use 2 bars, you can really get big damage and look really awesome, which is probably even more important than the damage. Let's be honest.
Always.
I like that there was one move in there that actually set up the water spout.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be an anti. Yes, 1-3-3. He kicks you up in the air, and it's like it was made for it. It's perfect.
And as a player of my skill level, I'm always looking for moves that make it very easy for me to do specials after them. Shiva has something like that. This is definitely one of those. So that's.
Oh yeah, it's the reaction of the pop-up move is just begging you to do the water. So I think this variation is the combo variation for sure. Like he has good combos in all 3, but this one to me really stands out. If you are someone who you have no problem using bars, just left willy-nilly because you want to do big combos, this is a great variation for you.
Mhm.
Sounds good. And let's take a look at variation 3.
First off, this costume is awesome. I love the hood. So first you get this tidal wave, which is a really quick low with great, deceptively great range. If he amplifies it, it has 100 active frames. And this is also great for people that like to duck. And then he also gets the classic NK Trilogy water bubble, which is a high. So if they won't stop ducking it, use the tidal wave, and that's going to regulate, mid-screen. And the neat thing about the bubble is when he amplifies it, he can choose which direction they're going to fall. He gets 4 different options.
What? So I can bring them back to me. Finish off the combo.
Straight up, or down and bounce. And it's 4 different reactions. So 4 different ways to combo them. You could throw them out of the corner. You could throw them into the corner. You could do max damage. You can get really good OP. There's all these different options for how you combo, depending on how you have it in the water.
There's no better feeling too in our games. We have a lot of characters who have a move that makes the other player have nothing they can do, and like doing it where like I can choose to throw you up, down, back, forward, doesn't matter. That's just a good feeling as a player.
Yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid playing in K1 and that spear, and then you're just like, I get a free uppercut. Like, this is now the best game ever made. So those are always psychologically fun.
I always remember putting people in the bubble in MK9 and then just teabagging, which is always fun.
That sounds right up your alley. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds grand.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Rain's Fatal Blow.
Fatal Blow, let's do it. Come on. Fatality training.
What can you tell me about the into for that? What's the deal there?
I think the cool thing is it's pretty quick and it's got pretty good range because he holds his arm up, and it's not just the arm, it's like the little water that comes up in front of it.
Gotcha.
So it's a pretty standard one. The cool, in my opinion, the audio at the end when it's thundering, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna show you the fatality that was shown in the trailer. We've heard from people that sometimes maybe don't show everything on the Kombat cast. We might save the last fatality for later in the future. But let's show the fatality right now.
Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Fatality. Great win.
Ploop, ploop.
The flopping is so good. I love it.
That's awesome.
Second.
That, in a nutshell, is Rain. Of course, when you get a chance to play Rain, you're going to learn a lot more and figure things out. But that's what we're going to show you today. Any final thoughts on Rain?
He does have a couple moves that we didn't show that you can choose if you want. He's got the classic trilogy, lifting his arm up and the lightning strikes. He's got a really unique, wacky move where it's this buff and he turns it on and his dashes become faster, which is kind of a weird, fun thing. So there's a couple things to look for when the game comes out.
His personality is probably one of the most fun, for sure, because he's just a cocky asshole. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
And then I think he'll appeal to multiple different types of players, too. Like, obviously, you gotta get up close to do a lot of the damage and the swaggy combos, but you can also do things and stay back with Rain as well, and still link into some of those swaggy combos. So I think he's going to appeal to a lot of different player types.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you, Derek, too, where it comes to, we have arrogant characters in our game, Johnny Cage, Shao Kahn, I would say, but this is a different type. This is a regal type of arrogance that I'm very excited to. We always get those YouTube videos after the game comes out where people start showing all the videos of people talking back and forth, and this, to me, is going to be a really big one, because he's a jerk. so it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. He's a demigod.
He's a demigod. If only I could ever reach demigod. Derek,
Hi.
for you, I think it's time for my favorite part of any combat cast. Birthday shout-outs, everybody.
Played me. I thought anybody get a match going.
Birthday shoutouts. Oh yeah. All right, hold on one second. We've got Cordell2505 _ Gaming Brian, Jinku Chiki, Zach Gross, Steve Durst, Winston Williams, Derek Kuhano, Mick Pack, Olivier from our amazing UK marketing team, Angelo Cruz, Treasure Traub. But his name's really Trevor, but I always
He
call
is a
him
treasure, though.
He is a treasure. Matt Gilmore, and happy late birthday to Dan Forden. Yeah.
Hey,
And that's basically
nice.
it. That's all we got.
Birthday shout-outs. Before
Birthday
we
shout-outs.
go, we do want to discuss some of the. We've gotten a lot of things on Twitter. A lot of people tweeting about how you upgrade to the next gen and such. And I have some stuff I'm going to read while we put up some screens. If you have Mortal Kombat 11 already on PS4 or Xbox One, or get Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate on PS4 or Xbox One, you can upgrade to the PS5 or Xbox Series X or S version of this game for free at no additional cost.
Okay.
Now, if you pre-order MK11 Ultimate, you'll get access to Mortal Kombat 11, Kombat Pack 1, and Aftermath when you purchase the game. Now, if you already own Mortal Kombat 11, you can easily upgrade by pre-ordering Kombat Pack 2 to get Mileena, Rain, and Rambo on November 17th. Now, any players who pre-order Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate or Kombat Pack 2 will get the Time Warrior skin pack at launch, giving you 3 new skins: Dark Web Noob Saibot, Halt and Catch Fire Liu Kang, and Blood Code Scarlet. Now, here's something I've been getting a lot on Twitter, so I want to explain this. If you upgrade your PS4 game to the PS5 version, as long as you are signed in with the PlayStation ID, the same one, your inventory, rewards, character variation, and time crystals will carry over, as well as anything purchased with time crystals. Previous Tower of Time and Crypt progression will carry over as well. Story progression, unfortunately, will not carry over to PS5, but any rewards earned by any sort of campaign completion will carry over. Settings, files, and stats in your combat card will not carry over to PS5. And finally, for the Xbox users, if you upgrade your Xbox One game to the Xbox Series S or X version, as long as you are signed in with the same Xbox login, all inventory, rewards, character variations, progression, time crystals will carry over, as well as anything you purchased with time crystals. Now, you'll still need to download your local save data from the cloud or transfer via USB to carry over custom settings or any sort of combat cast stats. But that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to tweet us. We can explain it better. We, again, like I said, this is stream 1 of 3. We'll have 2 more. The next one, so far, right now, you can maybe put it in your calendar, is going to be scheduled for October 28th, and that will be Rambo. So very excited.
Y'all say Mileena for last?
The balance, discussing balance and that sort of thing, we'll probably do on the final one, the final stream with Mileena. So other than that, before we say goodbye, any final words?
28th.
Stephanie and Derek?
It's spooky season.
True.
Yeah.
It's
And I
next
think
week,
that,
so Rambo's
Rain
trailer will be.
will make you feel the purple
fucking
pain. Purple pain.
Just cost us $25,000. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Purple
so much
Pain.
for joining us. You're right, totally different. It's a parody, doesn't count. We'll be back very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really glad to be back. It's always a pleasure to be in your living room or wherever you are watching the stream, and we will see you again very soon. Thanks.
Everybody do the ring pose.
All right. All right. That was dope. All right, so Rambo's the combat cast for Rambo's on the 28th, and I'm like, that's next week. So that means we gotta be getting a Rambo trailer this week, and I guarantee you, it's the day that I gotta go back to take somebody to the doctor. It's going to probably drop tomorrow. But you know what? Post that comments down below if you guys are excited to see it. How you guys like Rain from the Combat Cast. Hit the like button. If you guys enjoyed my reaction, hit the subscribe button. The NC Level Up to get your gaming reactions, your gaming news, and your gameplay footage and stuff like that. Gaming all the time over here, guys. So once again, it's the NC place to be. Children, and the Fair React is out.